Hi, everybody. I hope you're well. Have some updated news regarding Gabby Petito. It's not good news. She has already passed on, but it sheds more light on what happened to her by a great deal. And basically, it goes like this: the autopsy was just finished, and the results released. And Gabby was strangled to death. And what's worse is that her body had lay where she was strangled for 3 to 4 weeks until it was found. And Brian Laundrie is still on the run, still at large, um, and still at large. Okay. Um, there are people who say that it's highly unlikely that he's still alive as the search continues. Um, if you don't know the story, it goes basically like this. Um, Between August 27th and 30th of this year, Gabrielle Venora Petito, 22-year-old American woman, white blonde, disappeared while she was on a what's called a van life trip across the United States with her fiance, Brian Landry, white male. And on September 19th, 2021, a few weeks after Landry drove the couple's vehicle from Wyoming to Florida by himself and refused to talk about Gabby's whereabouts. Her remains were found in Bridger Teton National Forest in Wyoming. The preliminary results of the autopsy identified her death as a homicide. The case, as you know, gained notoriety when the couple's focus became public attention because of the fact that they were both vloggers and active social media content producers. Um, and so they had a lot of audio and video documentation for people to use and go by and figure out and track where they were, where they went, and where they might be. And so they even had a 911 emergency dispatch call. There was a police body cam, as you know, so on. And after Brian Landry was determined to be a person of interest, note they hadn't at that point issued a warrant for his arrest. His parents said that he went hiking in a nearby forest preserve. That was September 14th of this year, and had not been seen since. Um, and and then on September 22nd of this year, the FBI issued a warrant for his arrest on charges of debit card fraud after he made withdrawals using someone else's debit card. I repeat, the warrant for his arrest was done uh, because he used someone else's debit card and not his own. He made withdrawals with that debit card. And so the event background is that she had been saving money for a cross-country trip because some people have asked, well, how is it that she was able to afford the trip? She was saving money with Brian Landry, and he was working as a pharmaceutical technician in Florida. On June 17th of this year, they were both at Blue Point for her brother's graduation, and on July 2nd, of this year, they departed from Blue Point in a 2012 Ford Transit Connect van that was converted to a camper for a 4-month cross-country journey called a van whiling trip. The couple documented their trip, as some of you know, on her YouTube account and their various Instagram accounts too. They had a domestic disturbance incident August 12th of this year in Utah, and a witness called 911 out claiming the couple was fighting outside Moab, Utah, in front of the, what is it called, the Moonflower Community Cooperative. And the witness told the dispatcher that they had seen a man slap a woman, and after that, the two ran up and down the sidewalk, and the man hit the woman. That's what they said that they saw. And that man was identified as Brian Landry and not someone else. And the woman was, of course, Gabby Petito. And then another witness stepped forward and described other parts of the incident in a statement, saying that Petito and Landry were talking aggressively and that Petito was punching him in the arm. The witness said it looked like Landry was trying to leave Petito and take her phone with him before Petito eventually climbed into the driver's seat and moved in the passenger seat and asked, "Why do you have to be so mean to him?" And they drove off. The police responded. They forced a traffic stop. They never arrested Landry. They separated the couple, put him up at a hotel, ostensibly to keep them separate for a time, and neither one of them wanted to press charges on the other person. Okay, on August 24th, 2021, according to the staff at the Fairfield Inn, Petito stayed there in near Salt Lake City, Utah. And then a number of witnesses came forward to discuss their whereabouts, and there's a lot of material about what was found in different TikTok videos, but the bottom line is that for some time Gabby went missing until a really pioneering group of people on YouTube and social media managed to find her. This happened on September 19th of 2021. Human remains were found near Petito's last known whereabouts at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area of Bridger Teton National Forest in Grand Teton National Forest, not far from where the van was previously observed by social media. And the remains matched her description, and her identity was confirmed. And the preliminary results from the autopsy determined that the manner of death was a homicide. In October, the coroner announced that it was by way of strangulation. Very sad, very sad. I think all of this should send a warning, a cautionary tale to police. You don't go soft on a couple because they're attractive and white, or as opposed to what they might have done if Brian Landry was black. Okay, there should be one standard. They should have simply detained him and gave a stay away order and figure out a way to get him home away from her and vice versa. But now it's revealed that she was strangled and her body was there for about 4 weeks. And that's the sad update. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.